Right then, let us talk about rural and semi-rural Isaan, the region in northeast Thailand, the land of endless rice fields, relentless sunshine and relatives who appear out of nowhere for a feast at 10 a.m. Living here has taught me more about life, patience and mosquitoes than I ever wanted to know. However, do not worry, I have survived. Barely. However, today I am sharing the most important things I have learned about living in Isaan. Furthermore, it is not all sunshine and mangoes, but it is worth every sweaty, grumpy moment, in my opinion. First off, patience is not just a virtue. Here it is a survival tool, especially for adjusting expectations. In England, back in my day, I was used to things moving efficiently. Post arrives at 9 a.m, buses are only 5 minutes late, and a plumber actually turns up when you book them. In Isaan, forget it. Time operates on what I lovingly call my Penrio clock. Need a fence fixed? Sure, tomorrow, or maybe next week, or perhaps never. Nevertheless, here is the thing. Once you stop trying to control it, it is oddly liberating. Life flows differently, and somehow the important stuff is done. You just have to learn to let go, or pour yourself another beer while waiting. Now for the food. Isaan's cuisine is not just a meal, but also a glorious assault on the senses. Somtam, spicy papaya salad, will make your nose run. Larb, a mincemeat salad will have you sweating as if you were a marathon runner. And sticky rice will become your new best friend. Forget knives and forks, hands and a little sticky rice are all you need. However, beware of the fermented fish. It is a flavour so unique it might just haunt your dreams. Yet there is something magical about sitting on the floor, sharing these dishes with family, even if they do keep asking why you do not eat spicy food like a proper Thai. However, I do, but I also enjoy my taste buds intact, thank you. In Isaan, family is not just important, it is everything. When I married my lovely Isaan wife, I did not just gain a partner, I gained a village, literally. Family gatherings happen on a whim and privacy. Now, if you're cooking, expect a curious auntie to pop in and taste test. If you're fixing something, you will have an audience offering advice, or sometimes, in my case, just criticism. Nevertheless, there is a warmth to it all. People generally care, even if sometimes you feel like they care a bit too much. Besides, let us be honest, after a lifetime of British Reserve, it is nice to be part of something so unapologetically open and communal. Living in Isaan, you will realise nature will humble you, as it is not just something you visit on weekends, and it is everywhere. Furthermore, it has no boundaries. My house, constantly invaded by geckos, ants, numerous types of birds, and the occasional snake that decides our back patio is its new sun deck. On top of that, the weather. The monsoon season turns the dirt roads into rivers, while the dry season feels like living in a furnace. However, here is the kicker. You adapt. What's more, you learn to navigate the muddy chaos and embrace the blazing heat with a wet towel permanently draped over your neck. Now, for the language and the Isaan dialect. It is like Thai, but not. Learning it is both humbling and hilarious. I once proudly asked for somtam with a little spice, only to accidentally order it with enough chilies to start a small fire. My pro tip? Smile, laugh and try again. The locals appreciate effort more than perfection. Not only that, but if all else fails, a laugh and a wave go a long way. Just do not accidentally mispronounce words like I do, like cow or crap. Trust me, the difference matters. Now then, life in Isaan is not about grand gestures or chasing luxury. It is about the simple things. watching the sunset over the rice fields, sharing a laugh with the neighbours, and savouring the first sip of an ice cold beer after a long hot day. There is rhythm to life here that is deeply satisfying. It is not rushed or complicated, but it is full of meaning. Somehow, amidst the chaos of chickens, motorbikes and karaoke at unholy hours, you find peace in the joy of simplicity. So, what is the biggest lesson I've learned in rural Isaan? It is this: life does not have to be perfect to be beautiful. Yes, it is messy, loud and unpredictable. However, it is also full of heart, humour and a deep connection to people and place. Sure, I still grumble when electricity cuts out or a cousin I've never met eats the last mango. Nevertheless, honestly, I would not trade it for anything. Life here is not just about living, it is about feeling alive. If you have enjoyed this ramble through my Isaan adventures, give the video like button a hit, leave a comment and do not forget to subscribe for more grumpy tales from Isaan, Thailand. Take care and goodbye.